Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and the one, the only, Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with the MLB 15-game slate. Everybody's playing today. So if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. Schroeder and I love to hear from you guys. What do you think? Yeah. So, and if you're new, also, we do a segment on here. It's a home run call segment, but actually Schroeder makes the home run calls. So make sure you guys don't miss out. Don't miss out on DFS After Dark. Those videos, I've been having a lot of fun doing them. I'm going to keep them going. Just covering, sports and, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, guys, let's get into it. All right, Schroeder, let's bring this up. So we'll start out by looking at the game-by-game, implied totals, weather, all that good stuff. So let's bring it up. All right, Schroeder, you go stay over there. All right, so let's make it larger for you guys. So here we go. All right, so first off, we have Washington at Philly, 88 degrees, sunny day, 4.8 implied total for Washington. Phillies, 5.3. We got Eric Fede going up against Matt Moore. Next up, we got Miami at Baltimore, 89 degrees. Great hitting weather, man. 5 runs for Miami, 4.6 for Baltimore. You got Sandy Alcantara versus Spencer Randy Watkins. Yeah, 5.6K. Let's go. Next up, partly cloudy, 83 degrees. We got the Milwaukee Brewers against the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys. Brett Anderson, 7.2K versus Tyler Anderson. The battle of the Andersons at 7K. My goodness. That should be interesting. And then we'll be going to Tampa here with the roof will be closed. The Yankees at the Rays. You got Jordan Montgomery at 6'7", which is interesting, which we'll get into, versus Shane McClanahan at 9'3". Next up, we got the Cardinals at the Indians. I will always call them that, for that is their name. 4.6 implied for St. Louis, 4.5 for Cleveland. We have Adam Wainwright at 8.8K versus Cal Quantrill. It's an interesting matchup for Wainwright. I normally like to pick him more when he's at home, but it is Cleveland. Next up, we got the Braves and the Mets. Braves, 4.2 implied total. Mets, 4.5. That's way different than 9. And we got Charlie Morton on the mound for Atlanta. I do like that. Mostly cloudy, 81 degrees. So remember, guys, this is the night before, so anything can happen. Then next up, we got the disappointing game of the day, man. 5.6 implied total for Toronto at Boston, 5 runs. We have Robbie Ray at 10.1 versus Garrett Richards, 7.9. Now look out for this one. Possible light rain. So stay tuned on that one. Then next up, we got Arizona at Texas. The people's game here. Arizona 3.9, Texas 4.7. You got Dane Dunning versus Tyler Windinger at 7.7. Then we got the Reds at the Cubbies, guys. The winds are blowing in from left field, so not a good hitting day. No implied total yet for either team, according to Vegas. Then we got Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit 3.7 implied totals with Tyler Alexander on the mound versus Kenta Maeda. 5.4 implied runs for Minnesota, humid and partly cloudy. We got the White Sox at the Royals. White Sox 5.2. Kansas City 4.4. You got Dylan Cease versus Brad Keller. Next up, we got Colorado at Anaheim, guys. Clear 76 degrees. Austin Gomer at 7.1K versus Jose Suarez at 7.3. Then we got the one of the most heated rivalries in baseball, the Dodgers and Giants, guys, playing in San Francisco. Dodgers 4.2. Giants are only 3.9. You got Julio Urias going against Logan Webb. Then we got Oakland at San Diego, 74 degrees clear. That's every day in San Diego. God bless that place, man. Got James Caparillion at 9.4K. No thanks. Against Chris Paddock at 8.1. And then we got the late night hammer, guys. Who saw Seattle going off tonight? I kind of did. I talked about it in the members only podcast, man. I got laughed at a little bit, but I was just a gut feeling. There was no strategy behind it, so I'm not going to take credit for it. We got Houston 4.4 implied total Against Seattle's 3.7, you got Lance McCullers at 10.4, who is the most expensive pitcher on the slate, going up against Chris Flexen at 7.5, formerly of the KBO. All right, guys, so that's the game-by-game breakdown. So only one game we really got to look out for weather, and this is the day before, but we'll stay on top of it, guys. All right, before we get into it, guys, if you want to join the DFS club, you want the lineups, the cheat sheets, the ownership, projections, you name it, we got it, and it's for every single sport. It's everything, and you get two providers in one. Shout out to DFS Space. Shout out to LT, too, man. LT's been in there in the members-only podcast. He stopped in today for the full hour. When he don't work, he's helping us out, so I appreciate that, man. LT, you the man. We're doing Olympics too, guys. Olympics. Add that to the count. NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports. Olympics, guys. Click join now. Click my logo, Skywalker DFS. And if you're still on the fence, guys, what are you waiting for? Football is weeks away. And you get every single sport. Why wait till then, guys? $14.99 a month. That is the cheapest in the business, and nobody comes close. We have the silver, the gold plans, and the 3-day passes for only $7.99. You watch, all these other people are going to have like NFL packages. They can take that package and shove it where the sun don't shine because we don't have packages. You get every single sport every month. It doesn't matter what sports are going on. So nobody can touch that, guys. So come join us. We'd love to have you. 1 hour before lock, we do the members-only podcasts. Those are just they're so much fun for 1 and 2. There's a lot of good information in there, guys. Again, the lineups, cheat sheets, ownership projections. We do prize picks, dfsclub.com. Come join the family, guys. All right, so let's bring up Draft Dashboard. One last plug, guys, I promise. This is the sponsor of the video. They've been my sponsor since day one. It's only $1 for 30 days. If you want to try it out, click in the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, guys. You get access to all my player pools for NFL coming up, NBA, MLB, NHL. You get the sleepers and studs, the player trends, who's trending up, who's getting you right in the old cat box. MLB cheat sheet, because if you can't win, cheat. It's got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value, and best home run hitters and best spots. So this is dfsclub.com. All right, so let's make the screen larger again. Sorry about that, guys. This way you can see it better. I probably don't know how to use StreamYard that well, and you can probably just expand the screen, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. All right, so let's get into pitchers. So a lot of pitchers to choose from this slate. It is a 15-gamer. Most expensive pitcher is going to be Lance McCullers against Seattle. Now, on paper, this looks like a beautiful matchup, but Seattle's going off tonight, guys. And he kind of got lit up in his last appearance. Got 14 fantasy points where he was expensive too. I think he was the most expensive then also. But he's fared well against the Mariners, only batting 194 lifetime against them. It is a pitcher-friendly park. Look at his history against them. 26, 19, 21, 10, 39. So I can see a pay up here for Lance McCullers. The price is justified. $100 more on FanDuel. Get him in there. Charlie Morton is 9.8. I mean, I guess he's earned it, right? It's just I got to get over the fact that it's Charlie freaking Morton, and he's doing things like this at this point of the season. His history against the Mets is pretty decent. 17, 39, 26, 25. So, yeah, Charlie Morton at 9.8. He's in play. Shane McClanahan at 9.3. No, thank you. Julio Urias against the Giants at home. It's a pitcher-friendly park, but I don't think I'm going to get there. Again, Adam Wainwright is only 8.8. That's kind of cheap against Cleveland. I'm interested. 40 plate appearances. They're only batting 150 against them. And his 2 appearances, look at this, 25 and 37. So if you don't want to pay up for Lance McCullers, guys, wait till you see some of these pitchers. This might be a pay-down slate for pitching, guys. FanDuel is a different story. You don't want to mess around over there because, again, if your pitcher goes out there and fucks the dog, your lineup is dead. So DraftKings, you can kind of get away with it a lot more. Kenta Medea is probably going to be chalky tomorrow, guys. And a lot of people are just going to see, hey, it's against Detroit. And that's not a smart thing to do. Detroit's playing out of their minds right now. Medea is 8.2. That is very cheap. Just be careful here. Last time he pitched against Detroit, he only got 2 fantasy points. They lit him up. Other than that outing, though, he's been pretty solid. 18, 18, 23, 36 fantasy points. So definitely in play at 8.2. I'm going to see what his ownership is. If he's absolute like chalkity chalk, I'm going to pass, but we'll see. I mean, he's definitely in play. I'd be lying to you if I said he wasn't. So I like Austin Gomer here at 7.1K. When he's not at Coors Field, he does pretty good. Now on FanDuel, they've got him priced up. But I think 7-1 on DraftKings is really intriguing. $1,700 more on FanDuel, like I said. Going up against the Angels, they're depleted. You just pretty much got to worry about Shohei Ohtani. 15, 0, 28, 20, 27 in his last 5. Very solid pitcher. He just has the unfortunate circumstance of pitching for Colorado, hence pitching at Coors Field. But this game is in Anaheim. So give me some Austin Gomer at 7.1K. Even Dane Dunning's in the conversation. He's only 6.4. Gets a good matchup against Arizona. Dane Dunning's really not a bad pitcher, guys. I don't think he's ever faced Arizona. Nope. In his history, but 6, 20, 13, 15, 6. Arizona is really not a high-scoring offense, so you can take a shot there. And Brad Keller is only 5'9". This I don't get. Kind of don't get this. That's kind of a little too cheap, right? It's up against the White Sox, who haven't been really doing nothing lately. Look at his outings, guys. 20, 29, 20 in his last 3. He found his groove, and last time against the White Sox, he got 21 and 16 fantasy points, 22, 18. He's always pitched good against them. So I think we're getting a really good deal here at 5.9K for Brad Keller, guys. Just been phenomenal lately. He averages 5.1 innings per game, but he's pitched 7, 8, and 6 innings in his last 3. So for FanDuel purposes, too, you get that quality start, 6 innings pitched. You get all those bonuses. So, yeah, guys, Brad Keller at 5'9" is quite interesting. And how about this kid right here? Spencer Watkins, 5.6K. Now, when I said stick around because there are some spots to pay down a pitcher, I meant it here. 5.6 is really cheap. Going up against the Marlins, guys. We pick on the Marlins all freaking year. 25, 12, 14 in his last 3. He pitched 6 innings, so kind of you won't pitch more than 6. 5 innings, 4 innings, 6 innings. 14, 12, 25 fantasy points. Had a great outing last time. So for 5.6, I think it's definitely worth a look, guys. Let's see. Dylan Cease, no, not for me today. Jordan Montgomery, too. He's only 6.7K. He's been pitching outstanding. One of the bright spots of this Yankees team right now. And against Tampa Bay, it's a pitcher-friendly park. You got 24 fantasy points, and before that, 32 fantasy points. 17 before that, 6 and 11. So, and lately, 22, 13, 23, 10, 12, and his last 5. So, 6, 7. I don't know if I'm going to pay up for the top pitchers today, guys. But definitely in play. That is way too cheap, man. You got Robbie Ray at 10-1. I don't know. Red Sox are dangerous. Last time he pitched against them, he only got 8. So Robbie Ray at 10-1. I'll put him in the player pool. I mean, if he's really low owned, I might take a shot. It's dangerous, but because he does have that strikeout upside. He'll pitch 7 innings, 7, 7, and 5 his last outing because he got lit up pretty bad. So we'll see. Toronto just does not play well against Boston. They don't win the games. James Kaprielian at 9.4 against San Diego. No thanks. Let's see. And I think Toronto, too, just like today, man, Toronto does have a good history against Garrett Richards. We'll get into that with the bats. And that's about it. Let's see. Minnesota might be popular again going up against Alexander. That's what I'm assuming. All right, guys. So let's get into some bats. We'll start off at first base. Joey Vato. I talked about him in today's Members Only podcast. I said he was a great play. He's been on fire, and he got another home run today, guys. Another one. Double-digit fantasy points 4 out of his last 5 games. Actually, now it's 5 out of 5. Lifetime against Alizé, guys. Sound like a goddamn malt liquor. He's 3 for 4, 2 singles and a homer, and he crushes right-handed pitching. So I don't mind me a one-off here of Joey Vato Loco Esse at only 4-1, $500 cheaper on FanDuel. So he's kind of priced up over there. Next up, I do like Vladimir. I like a Toronto stack again. You know why? Because I'm here for the punishment. I love the punishment. I just told my members, I'm going to tell you guys, you know, you make the right plays. You play the right matchups. It might not work out today in the short term, but in the long term, guys, it will work out. I promise you. I'm going right back to Toronto. Vladimir Guerrero, 6 for 9 against Richards. Crushes righties. He's due for a home run. He is definitely due. Is today the day in Fenway? I think it might be. So Vladimir Guerrero, and he's under 6K. You'll notice, too, Toronto is cheaper to stack than they were yesterday. Their prices all went down. Matt Olson, 5-5. I don't mind it as a one-off, especially if you're going to play a night slate. Against Paddock, he's perfect. 2 for 2. A single and a triple. I don't mind that. It's just a one-off for Oakland. And Rizzo, he's only 4-2. One of the few bright spots of Chicago, the Cubbies. He's been all right. He's 17, 7, 11. So I don't mind that. I like the price tag at 4-2. Ryan Zimmerman. Kind of don't mind a Washington stack either. DFS Space was on Washington today, and that was the right move, my friend. Good call on that. 3.1K. For a guy that's been on fire lately. And against Moore, he's 4 for 9 with 2 homers lifetime. Crushes lefties, guys. Look at his OPS versus lefties. 8.87. So 2 singles, 2 home runs. Give me some Ryan Zimmerman. Another stack I like is Washington, guys. Get him in there. All right, so let's go to second base. All right, so if you're going to stack Washington, you got to get Escobar. 3.5K. He's been doing good, too. Everybody on this team, it seems like. And against Matt Moore, he's 5 for 10. 3 singles, 1 double, and a homer. So it's a good matchup for him. And why not for 3.5K? Chris Taylor is on another planet right now. He's 5.2K. The dude's just killing it right now. Absolutely destroying it. Against Webb, lifetime, he's 4 for 10 with a homer. But always, Dodger stacks are always in play, guys. 5.2K. 2 stacks are always in play. Dodgers and Giants, always in play. They always score a ton of runs, guys. Colton Wong against Pittsburgh, 4.3K. This kind of stood out to me. He was just 5K. I believe it was just last week. Now he's down to 4.3K. 3, 14, 14, 5, 3 in his last 5. I don't mind that, but he crushes lefties too. So a nice one-off here at 4.3K. Colton Wong, he does it all, man. Stolen bases, home runs, everything. So I definitely love the discount we're getting today. Ozzie Albies, the Braves have been pretty hot lately, considering, 4K. I think that's really cheap for him. Against Loop, whoever the fuck that is, he's 4 for 10 with 4 singles, guys. So I don't mind a Brave stack either. Going up against Loop, they'll probably be going into this Mets bullpen. So Ozzie Albies, I don't mind that. You're getting a little discount there. He was another player that was over 5K. Let's go to third base. All right, so today's chalk actually paid off, and I cannot believe it. Josh Donaldson. He's only 4-2. He's been ass all year, so I kind of faded him. Probably shouldn't have done that, but my God. Mike Minor was a top pitcher on tonight's slate, so that tells you right there when logic is all out the window. But you can go right back here. He's 4.2K. If you're going to stack Minnesota tomorrow, which isn't a bad idea, you got to have some Donaldson. He's 2 for 4 against this pitcher with a home run. That's a 500 batting average, ladies and gentlemen. Then you got Austin Riley, 3.7K. Kind of too cheap. I think an Atlanta stack doesn't look bad for 1. And 2, they are really cheap, guys. 5, 24, 23, 5, 8 in his last 5, guys. No bats against Loop. Lefties, righties, it really doesn't matter for him. He kills them all. Justin Turner, 5K, I don't mind it. He's 3 for 5 against Webb, guys, with 3 doubles. All extra base hits. Crushes right-handed pitchers. Love me some Justin Turner. And then Wander Franco, He's only 4.5. He's another one that was over 5K. The only thing is it's against Montgomery. He's a good pitcher, but Franco crushes lefties this year. So I don't mind that as a one-off there. I wouldn't stack Tampa, but and then Devers has finally come back to his old self. He's 5.3K. Against Robbie Ray, he's 1-for-1 with one home run. So if you want to take a shot there, or if you want to stack Boston, I don't mind it. Robbie Ray's been struggling. It could be sneaky. Calvin Biggio does not make the cut tonight. Thanks for the goose egg today, Calvin. Jesus. Let's go to shortstop because we won't stop and we can't stop. So if you're going to stack Washington, you got to put Trey Turner in there at 6K. He's going up against a lefty. He crushes lefties. Look at that OPS, 1.143. He's 0-for-3 against this pitcher, but it's only 3 at-bats. But, yeah, if you're going to stack Washington, you got to put Turner in there. If not, he's really not a must-have because that's a steep price tag. 6K is really steep. But there's a lot of cheap options on here, so you should be able to get to him. Not a problem. And then Bo Bichette, like I said, he's under 5K now. He's only 4.8. He had another great day today. 16, 12, 28, and he got, 20-something fantasy points today, guys? So Bo Bichette, I like him. I like a Toronto stack. So at 4.8, I think we're getting a little bit of a discount here, guys. He's $900 cheaper on FanDuel, so he's priced up. Definitely priced up over there. Dansbury Swanson Steak, if you're going to do an Atlanta stack, he's only 4-2. He's 4-for-8 against Loop with 4 singles. Normally he does better against righties, but he's got 4-for-8 against this pitcher. I don't mind that. And then Gladiator Torres is starting to come back to life. 17 and 15 in his last 2. He's only 3.4K. Going up against a lefty, he crushes lefties, guys. He's 1-for-3 against this pitcher with a double, so he's really cheap at 3-4. I wouldn't stack the Yankees, but this is a nice one-off. All right, so let's go to outfield. All right, so we're looking here. So Bryce Harper is 6'1". I think that's a little much, but here's the thing. Lefties, righties this year, he's done a little bit better against righties, but against Fede, he's got 4 homers and 15 at-bats. It's Bryce Harper, right? Not having the best of seasons. So play at your own risk. You got Nelson Cruz for 5.7. I like this a little better. Absolutely destroys left-handed pitching. Look at that OPS versus lefties, guys. 1.217. Incredible. I think that's the highest in the league. So Nelson Cruz, 5.7. Get him in there. Let's see. Then Akil Baddoo for Detroit, 3.5. As long as this price stays in this range, I'm going to keep playing this kid, man. He always seems to pay it off. Even against right-handed pitching, his OPS is almost double than it is against lefties. He's 2-for-7 versus Medea with 2 triples, though. I'll take a triple for 3.5. Shit. Get him in there, guys. Robbie Grossman, 3.3. Crushes righties. He's on a tiny little heater right now, but if Medea's going to be chalky, I think a good strategy tomorrow would be to stack Detroit. I really do. I think they'll pay it off. So Robbie Grossman, get him in there at 3.3. Michael Brantley's having a fine evening this evening. He's only 3K, guys. Now it's getting ridiculous with Brantley. He's 2-for-3 against Flexen. He crushes righties. That is way too cheap, guys, for Brantley. 3K? Yes, sign me up. He's priced way up on FanDuel, so DraftKings only. And then how about Tyrone Taylor, guys? He's only 2.6. I have a lot of value here in the outfield. On fire lately, 13, 19, 22 in his last 3. He gets a lefty. He's crushing lefties right now. And 1-for-3 against Anderson. So I don't mind me some Tyrone Taylor from Milwaukee, and he's only 2.6. You got Harrison Bader here, another one that's on fire for St. Louis. He's only 2.5. 1-for-1 versus Quintrell. 26, 5, 23, 0, 15 in his last 5. Not bad for a guy that's only 2.5K. Now he bats bottom of the order. These days, that seems to be the way to go. So Harrison Bader, I don't mind it. He normally does better against lefties, but if you want to take a punt shot here, he's always a good play. Juan Soto for a Washington sack, 6.2. Now, if you're stacked Washington, I think you got to play these studs, man. I mean, everybody else in this lineup is really cheap, but that's really expensive. 6'2". He's kind of cooled off a little bit, but he's just crushing both lefties and righties this year, guys. T-Score Hernandez, 4.3K. Part of this Toronto stack I like. He's 6 for 11 against Richards. That's a 545 batting average, ladies and gentlemen, with a homer. I don't mind it. T-Score Hernandez at 4.3. Again, Toronto is kind of too cheap today. And then how about Dalton Varsho? Nobody wants to talk about him. He's only 3.8K. 5, 23, 23, 21, 14 in his last 5. This guy's got power. He gets it all done. I believe he's catcher and outfield eligible. Catcher and outfield eligible on DraftKings. He's only 3.8. Crushes right-handed pitching this year. So a nice one-off here out of Arizona. Dalton Varsho at only 3.8K. Maxi Kepler, 3.4K, is going to lead off tomorrow. Going up versus Alexander. Not so good against lefties this year. So temper your expectations, but at 3.4, I mean, you're really not risking much. He always leads off now. So I don't mind that. Miles Straw, bare min. He's only 2K. Coming off a night where he got a home run, and he gets Chris Flexen. He's 2 for 2 against him. Crushes righties this year. So Miles Straw is very streaky. Look at Soler. I talked about Soler today in the Members Only podcast. I told everyone, I said, he's a really good one-off because he's heating up. And he went out there today and got 2 home runs. So Miles Straw is another one of those players. So for bare min, you can get him in there, guys. Lots of value today. Even Stanton, as long as he's around 4K, I don't mind taking shots here. He's 2 for 3 against this pitcher with the homer. He's having an abysmal season. He must be hurt or something. I mean, he hasn't hit double-digit fantasy points in his last 5. He's due, though. You know he's due. He's got the power. He's got the tools. And 4-1, I'm willing to take a shot, maybe in a lineup or 2. All right, guys. So we went over 47 watched players. 47 watched players. That's a lot, but it is a 15-game slate, guys. So it is time. Without further ado, it is time for your favorite part of the video and mine. It's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. So Schroeder's going to give us his 3 home run calls. His first 2 is going to be who's going to get us 1, right? And then his third pick is going to be who's going to get us 2 home runs. All right, Schroeder. So you've had some time to think. I see you looking at the player pool. Who do you got, Schroeder? Who's going to give us the first home run of the night? Who do you got for the first home run call? Okay. Oh, wonderful. I like it. Since you guys don't speak cat, I will translate that for you. Schroeder says Nelson Cruz is going to get a home run at 5.7. All right, we're almost done. You don't get the salmon until we're done. That's the deal. See, I got to negotiate with him. So, all right. So Nelson Cruz it is. So Schroeder, who's going to get us another home run tomorrow? Looking at the player pool, who do we got for your second home run call of the day? Who do you got? Oh, just like that, huh? You think he's going to do it? Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Ryan Zimmerman. All right, dude. One more, and then we can go have our salmon, okay? All right, you're a good kid. Thank you, Schroeder. All right, well, let's do one more. You want to just tell me who your third home run call is? Oh, all right. Go ahead. He's like, damn it. You're making me wait. So Schroeder's third home run call, who he thinks is going to get us 2 home runs. He says it's none other than Bo Bichette. Really? Or are you just saying that? He says, yeah, I'm for real, Dad. All right, so there you go. That's it for the segment that we call Schroeder's Picks. Sometimes I'll put little bow ties on them and stuff. I might do that for DFS After Dark, actually. Schroeder doesn't mind. We love to have fun here, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. And don't forget, if you want to join the family, it's very simple. You go to dfsclub.com and be a part of the family, guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to the club. Shout out to everybody, man. I love the support lately. And I'm going to say a prayer. Schroeder's going to help, and we're going to get you guys up out of here. All right, you ready? All right. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets, right? The pets. All right, so let's do it. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and I will see you at the very top of these contests. And take care, guys. We love you.